I gotta tell you, I don't know about you, but I'm spending more and more time outside of my house. Probably because the inside of my house is a mess. For those of you who know me, know I'm not kidding around. One of the newest trends for homeowners is the extending the living space to the outdoors. And now there's all kinds of different ways you can create beautiful outdoor living rooms and kitchens outdoors. My buddy just built a pizza oven that would blow you away. Hi, Brian. Here to tell us about how to start the transformation is Brian Stellingworth, the territory manager of Cambridge Pavers. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Again, this is so cool. I mean, I'm a big believer. In the last few years, I'm spending more time out trying to, clean things up and get things going on. But tell us, I have to admit that when I look at a lot of the pavers and a lot of the things that I've seen some of my neighbors do, with the economy and with all this kind of stuff going on out there, are people still able to do something as elaborate as an outdoor living room?
You started off with a great question.
Yeah.
I think this one kind of hits home. You look at this soft market, you have people that are now looking for ways to not only make an investment in their home, but also possibly change their lifestyle. For me, it was a matter of looking out to my backyard and speaking to my wife, Meg, and saying, you know what, this staycation idea, instead of going away for maybe a week or two this year, why don't we do that back patio? Why don't we put that fire pit in there? Why don't we create something that not only, again, that investment in our home, but something that we could use on a weekend-to-weekend basis, have our friends over, have our family outside, and really take advantage of the outdoors.
All right, now you got a guy like me, and again, I'm very conservative on how I do things, first of all, because I really don't want to get in over my head. And I do understand with a lot of the pavers and retaining walls and a lot of the stuff you can do, like my buddy who put a pizza oven in his backyard. Where do you draw the line between having a professional do it with you or doing your own? I mean, it's not as simple as just slapping tiles down on the floor. So give us an idea about who should do this kind of thing. Well,
with our prepackaged kits, something like the pizza oven or fireplace or even fire pit, even your weekend warrior can start to really tackle these projects. Certainly consulting a licensed contractor in your area is a good start. Going on our website, utilizing tools like our Designscape Visualizer, where a homeowner like yourself can actually take maybe photos of your project, download that to your computer, play with that and actually create that outdoor living space before you begin building it, and then start to think, is this something I think I can tackle, or maybe I want to get a free estimate or something like that from the website and have somebody come out and give me an idea what it might take.
Free estimate from the website?
You bet.
So I can get some direction on there and say, wait a minute, I don't know if I can take this on, and
Absolutely.
You guys give me some direction about if I should or who I might be able to go to.
As simple as clicking and putting in some information, and they'll contact you right away.
All right, we'll throw the website up in just a little bit. I want to look at some of the pictures you brought along. You got to check this out. I know, what have we got here? What are we looking at?
Well, you can see in this picture kind of the beginnings of back patios. A few years ago we had the chimeneas. That was a big part of it. So people ask, is this a trend? And you can actually see it growing through the years, where a fire pit like this, was the start of it. And then you're expanding from there, as we move to the outdoor fireplaces, or like you see in this picture.
Oh, look at that. What are we looking at?
You're looking at a pizza oven to your right, a bar kit towards the back left. You have a fire pit and grill kit, all in one backyard. And also obviously the pergola, which certainly dresses up that whole area.
Now wait a minute, what is that like? What are we looking at? Is that? It looks almost like a pool in the middle there. Like
it is, but it's more of a kind of a conversational meeting place, if you would think. It's a raised patio as you come up to your left, and just a design feature. Again, your flexibility is almost endless. So you see the pizza oven in that back right corner, the pergola with bar kit, towards your back left, and kind of a meeting place in the middle there with some seats, and where people, certainly family and friends, can catch up.
What is that with the wood on the top there and the pillars and all that?
That's your pergola. Now in that particular case is a custom pergola, but we do offer pergola kits in 2 different sizes. Certainly an outdoor canopy as well, or even pavilions to give yourself an outdoor room.
I dig the fact you keep saying kit. So this is, I don't have to be a genius to do this kind of stuff.
Pre-packaged, pre-cut, you get your directions right with it. Almost, you did Legos as a kid?
Yep.
Not too much different than that. You have to use your hands a little bit.
All right, let me play the consumer devil's advocate here for a second. Cambridge versus other companies, what makes the product so great? Because you've been around a long time, but what makes it so much better than the other ones?
Good question. I think if you talk about Cambridge, you're going to start with ArmorTech. It's our patented manufacturing procedure, the way we make our paving stones.
ArmorTech?
ArmorTech.
What does that mean?
To explain it to you, I guess our pavers are made with an aggregate base, okay? And then your top part of your paver is actually made with concrete sand, granite sand, pigment, and cement. So in a normal paving stone, as it wears, that wearing surface, you'll start to see larger stone. And those of you who've seen pavers out there, you start to see those stones over time show, and you lose a little bit of your color. With an Armortech Cambridge paver, as that surface wears, you're left with that same look as the day you put it in. So people looking for that longevity, a little more, you know, bang for their buck, that's where Armortech
Yeah, because I don't want
comes
to tell you what my patio furniture looks like anymore. And a couple of times I caught my patio chair trying to leave on its own. I mean, it just looks a little bit less than desirable. I'm a guy that I've got in my front yard. I've got pavers. I got railroad ties that are falling apart. Weeds are growing through it. Is there something where I can start with just something as basic as that?
Absolutely. Full line of segmental wall systems too. So anything from a double-sided wall would create maybe a seating area to more of a traditional segmental, like single-sided, like your railroad ties. So, and more importantly, something that you could do that'll last your lifetime.
And my neighbors will go crazy because they'll think I'm a genius that I know how to do this kind of stuff. And I can just do baby steps.
And yep, that's a great point, because you know, when you start looking at these projects, it's not something that you have to do today.
Yeah.
You know, in my own case, I know that the back patio was last year's project. You know, this year hopefully is the pool deck. Down the road is the fireplace. So customers and homeowners can start taking a look at these jobs in phases. You know, and certainly, you know, I think if we look at, again, that soft market, you're seeing a lot more of that every day.
You do it with the wife if you want. Work on making a project together.
Yeah, good luck.
And then if you get, oh, come on, she'll help out, no problem. If you get, and I got to tell you, that's what it's all about, doing it together. And if not, you get in over your head, you go to your website and say, help, help, help. You give me direction or put me in touch with somebody who can help me out. I tell you, I'm thrilled about this kind of stuff. I can't wait to get started. I got to get some help. All right, if you want more information, you come over to my house, Brian. On Cambridge Pavers, visit their website, cambridgepavers.com. It will blow you away. It's so much fun, and you can start with just a little project. Thanks a lot, Brian, for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
It's great.